What's up, guys? We're out here in beautiful Texas, and although this isn't just a channel about van life, I figured while I am full-time living in the van with my friend Jason behind the camera that I'd go ahead and do some van life specifically related videos. So today we're going to be going over the 5 worst things about van life. Make sure to subscribe. Let me know if you want me to go over anything specific. Let's go ahead and get into number 1. All right, guys, so the first and biggest concern a lot of people have, showers. People think that because you live in a van, you got a nice odor to you. Phew! That's not really the case. There's a lot of things that you can do to avoid smelling. I mean, granted, maybe some van lifers smell, but we don't. Well, I don't think we do. The first biggest thing that we do, and we recommend, a gym membership. So we like Planet Fitness. This is because they have over 1,400 locations, so that's quite a lot of showers. Along with that, you can also hit the gym, so it kind of gives you a way to stay in shape since you gotta go shower. If that doesn't work for you, you can go to number 2, which is a shower bag. Shower bag, it kind of bag looking like this, where you can go ahead and hang it from a tree or whatnot, and it has a little nozzle attached to it. Spray water out, and you're all clean. The third option for showers is going to be a portable road shower. So those are kind of like a tube, and they attach right up there to the top of the van. However, the problem with these is that they can become very pricey. So it depends on what your budget is. That might not really be an option. But again, Planet Fitness we feel is the way to go. On to number 2. The second biggest concern is, where do we go to the bathroom? Bathrooms. What we use most of the time is public restrooms. Our favorite is the good old Walmart. A lot of them are open 24/7, so it's a great spot to hit the bathroom, and there's also a ton of locations. If this doesn't work, our option number 2 is a water jug. So when we buy our waters, we buy them out of 1-gallon jugs like this. So what we do is we use a knife and we cut the top of the jug off. So this is for emergency purposes or in the middle of the night, and you don't want to go inside somewhere. So we get a jug, and it kind of looks like this. So you can go ahead and hold the jug like that. I mean, granted, guys don't need a hole that big, but it's kind of hard for girls, especially when you're in close quarters and whatnot. So that's how to go to the bathroom. Number 3 is winter. That's a nice snowflake there. Winter sucks. It really sucks. Right now, we're under the sun, so it's kind of warm. Usually anything below 30 outside gets a little chilly in the van. The insulation doesn't really work as well. Yesterday, we had the coldest temperature inside. It was 21 degrees inside the van. It was freezing cold. So a couple things we do. First off, before we get to our location for the night, we kind of turn the heater all the way up in the front cabin and crank it all the way back, so that allows the temperature to get a little warmer back there. The second thing we do is we have a Mr. Heater. These cost around 80 bucks, but depending where you are, they could be really helpful. We don't like to leave these on overnight, so if it's really cold in the van, what we'll do is we'll turn it on, and right before we get to go to bed is when we'll shut it off, and then we'll end up having to turn it on again, 6 or 7 in the morning when it gets freezing cold, but it keeps it kind of warm in there. The third option is blankets. Blankets, and more blankets. Right now, we sleep with like one super heavy fleece, then another smaller fleece, and then a sheet, and then the comforter on top of us. And we're still cold. But these kind of help the situation, and they'll help you stay a little bit warmer. Number 4. People think that it's very difficult to find a place to sleep. It's actually not as hard as you think. Our favorite sleeping spot, which we now call home, is Walmart again. What we do is usually call before and make sure that they allow overnight parking, because it has happened to us once that we parked in a shopping center that was not owned by Walmart themselves, and we got woken up by the parking lot security guards. So just call before, usually it's fine. This is where we stayed probably about 90% of the time while we traveled the East Coast. However, when we're traveling the West Coast, we're going to be hitting a lot more national parks and national forests. So that's number 2. These are a great place to sleep, especially if you want to camp out and enjoy the nature. There is a ton of national forests and a good amount of national parks. This is where we'll be spending a lot of our time in the West Coast. Third option is free freecampsites.net. Here they have a list of just that, free campsites. They also have a couple on there that are small fees, but you could definitely find some that are free. We've stayed at a couple of them. Some of them have been really nice, actually nicer than normal campsites, and some of them not so nice, but you know, it's a great spot if you wanna just get away for a little bit. Fourth option, can't find any of those, is an RV park. These are really nice. A lot of times they have amenities that you know you could use, washing machine, showers. However, they also can get pretty pricey. We've seen them anywhere from like $5 to $50 per night. That's a hefty bill if you stay a couple nights. Especially when you're trying to do the whole van thing, you're trying to, you know, cut back costs. Finally, if none of those work, we have our fifth option, which is truck stops. You could stay there for free. You know, it's a great last resort if you just have to pull over somewhere and you can't find any of these other ones close to you. All right, this brings us to our fifth and final problem with van life. Number 5. This is a big one for a lot of people. Personal space. So, option number 1, you can go ahead and, here's your roommate, you can go ahead and just, you know, hit them over the head with a big pan. This should give you a couple hours of alone time. However, they probably will not be very happy about that. So the other option that you can do is you can get some nice earplugs that look something like this, hopefully a little bit nicer, you know? And you could go ahead and plug them into your phone or your iPod or whatever and blast some music or watch videos or do anything but just tune each other out, you know, get your own personal space, and that's about as close as you're gonna get. Or go for a walk or something, but don't get eaten by a bear or a coyote or something like that. So there you have it, folks. These are the 5 worst things about van life. A lot of them are just misconceptions. Things are not as bad as they seem, and there is always a solution. If you're a van lifer and you have another solution that I don't have up here, please let us know below. Always looking for new ways to do things. If you have any questions or want to see me do a video on something else, just go ahead and leave a comment below and we'll try our best to get to them. Make sure to subscribe for more content, and thanks for watching.